Now, welcome into week 3 of Beyond the End Zone, good people. Tyree Smith alongside Guillermo Mota, and this week, we have the Camas Papermakers, baby. What you looking at?
The camera was on me.
Oh, sure. Whatever.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is not. Okay.
All right, well, go, man.
All right, you got it. You got it.
Nah, your name. You don't see your name right there?
All right, at the state title game last season, the Papermakers fell just short, so we had to talk to them in the week 3, our first Washington team. Take a listen.
13-0, one game away. Camas football stood on the edge of history once again. One win from claiming the 2024 4A state championship and adding another banner to the legacy. But fate had other plans.
This team just, especially with losing last year in the state championship game like that, there's a lot of guys that just feel that in the heart. They're like, I don't ever want to lose again. And so, same thing with last week. We don't like losing at home. Especially that's one thing we never want to do. So every time we get a loss under our belt like that, it's just like we got to bounce back even harder the next week.
They came so close and fell just short. Now, in 2025, the mission is clear. Finish the job.
Hey, give the scout team good tempo right here. Let's go.
Hey, offense on 3, 1, 2, 3, offense.
Every rep, every drill, every hour under the lights, it all leads to one goal: redemption.
Just head down and work. Head down and work, I gotta say, is there's a lot of attention when you got people new. We got a lot of people graduating next year, but it's like we can make 100 excuses every single day. It's just really, are we gonna put our heads down and work and get past everything we have against us?
That's what this team is built on. Not just talent, but toughness, work ethic, and above all else, brotherhood. It's more than chasing wins. It's about building something that lasts, about turning lessons into purpose.
We want to develop kids on the football field at the freshman level and JV level, and then on Friday night the goal is to win. That's why they keep score, and that's why we work so hard. But at the end of the day, we're still going to be process-oriented, and I really do believe that if you practice hard, we got a pyramid that hangs in my office, and I believe if you get up every day and you love your teammates and you prepare hard and then you go out and compete, the rest takes care of itself. And we really live by those things. If you want to get to the top in life, you're going to love your teammates, you're going to prepare, and you're going to compete. And if you wake up every day, the coaches, love you, we prepare you, and we celebrate you as you compete, then you're going to have a chance to be successful.
As week 3 rolls in, Camas ranks 15th in the entire state. A spot that feels low for some, but the team isn't obsessed with rankings.
I try not to look at rankings ever too much. I think it can really mess with your head. You start thinking about this team, this team, this team. I think we have a lot of talent that people don't know about yet, and I think we faced a really hard team that had a lot of chemistry early. So, I think we're just getting better every single week, and as long as we focus on that, the ranks will take care of themselves. You see teams that are ranked low and they make it to the state championship game. So it's like, I don't really care about the rankings. I care about how good we do every single week.
This year's team is young, hungry, and tested early. After a week 1 win, the Papermakers dropped a tough loss at home in week 2. They say it was a wake-up call.
Adversity's hard, but it's a smack up to the face, We know we went out there, we didn't play our best, but we put our hearts out. We got smacked in the face, now we woke up today, Monday, you know what I mean? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're practicing our heart out.
It's definitely something we're not used to. A lot of the guys aren't used to losing like that, especially at a home field. So when we kind of all took it upon ourselves, our coach has really been pushing us the past couple weeks, but we decided, it has to be on us if we really want to succeed in this situation. So we're trying our best to just keep our heads down and work, make each other better all the time, and then keep ourselves going every day.
That L on their record might have just added fuel to the fire.
We're out here working hard every day, so as long as we bounce back, we'll be okay. I learned that comfortability is the issue. You can't be comfortable in this sport. You have to be able to be uncomfortable and learn from that and take the adversity and move on.
The entire team practices and goes through the drills like it's their last.
You broke his cleat?
Snapping in half right there.
Oh.
It's off the shoe now.
My shoe.
From the coaches to the guys on the sideline with injuries, you can feel this team motivated to redeem themselves.
I feel like the motivation on the team comes from our captains, you know what I mean? So I think as long as we have leadership within our people, we have a leader for the safeties, the corners, the receivers. I have a friend named Caleb Lukens. He's the biggest leader on the team. He led us all the way for, every practice he's yelling, get better, get better, get better, keep trying, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that in him.
You can feel it at practice too, the urgency. Everyone is locked in, one player has a personal challenge as the starting QB in his first and only season at Camas.
I thought it was going to suck a lot, and I was going to kind of be by myself all the time, kind of lonely, but right when I got here, it felt like I had been here for about like 3 years. Like, I got acquainted so early, I was able to settle in, I met my guys, and they got me settled in so fast. So it was such an easy transition that, yeah, I was blessed to be able to come in that easily and kind of mesh into the team as quick as I did, so it was really helpful.
Starting fresh at a new school isn't always ideal, but the team has welcomed Tyson as one of their own.
We're over here for a 7-on-7 tournament, and we saw Camas and met some of the coaches and thought Camas would be a good fit for me. And then we checked out the area. Like, you go downtown Camas, there's no experience like it. Like, everyone knows you. You're basically a celebrity over here. It's a small town, but everyone knows the football players, and you feel really cool down here. So I love the area. Once we saw it, we were sold, and we moved in within the next week. And then we had to get all the transfer stuff done. And once we got that figured out, we were settled in, ready to go.
After the break, good people, the journey back to the state title continues with more Camas football next on Beyond the End Zone. Stay tuned.
The Camas Papermakers football team looks a lot different this year, especially at the quarterback position. That right there is 6'4" Tyson Ruggiero under the guidance and friendship of Thor Brody.
It's definitely been different, but I gotta say, I've had a better chance to get a relationship with him. Last year I played varsity, but my quarterback was a senior, and he was more close to all the senior guys. So having somebody more a year apart from me has worked a lot better for me. We've had a chance to grow a relationship all over the summer, hung out a lot, and then get on the football field to translate really well.
The senior moved from Coeur d'Alene just in time for spring football this year. Since he arrived,
we got some guys together to help him move in, and then from that point on, I'm like, I like this guy. Like, I'm gonna start hanging out with him. So he turned into my guy after that.
Thor and the team have made sure Tyson fits in like he's always been with the squad.
I mean, I do everything with him. I brought him back to Idaho with me to my hometown a couple times, and he and I just go. I show him what life was like for me, as he showed me life was like over here for him, and he and I do everything together. So Thor's definitely my best friend. We work out together. We're going to work out after this, and since I got here, he was super nice. Doesn't have an ego. He put it down, and he talked to me, helped me out, let me get acquainted. So Thor's been my day one since I got here. So it's been super easy. He and I get along well.
You can tell at practice, Thor and Tyson are working on their chemistry.
T, we gotta get a word or something for like when I'm calling for ball, because you can't ever hear me. I've kind of just been working on getting, whenever I'm open, it's kind of a call for ball. Just give me now. I don't want to mess up his reads and his cadence, because he see things I don't still. But other times it's kind of him going off me for blocks whenever I'm lead blocking him, because his job is to throw the ball to the quarterback. So he's not used to running and seeing the blocks all the time. So it's nice to just give him a little heads up here. I'm like, I'm right behind you, buddy.
It's not as difficult as I thought it would be. Thor's a leader kind of guy, I'm a leader kind of guy, and we tend to butt heads, which the good thing about us being as close as we are, we make up right away, right after. So he and I will butt heads, and we'll kind of see things different ways, and once we can put down our egos and realize the other person was right, we understand it. Like, there was a time over there when I did something wrong, and I didn't believe. He told me I did it wrong, and I didn't listen to him. So I think as the season's developed way more, like since spring ball, he and I have been able to listen to each other more and understand that other person may know better than you, and we've been really going off each other, and it's starting to mesh really well.
You may think it's just a football thing, but this team is more than X's and O's. They are a family.
Being part of Camas is awesome. I love football. I love Camas. The community is amazing. So knowing that any snap might last, if I get injured, if something happens to me, it sucks, but it's good to move on in life, you know what I mean? It's good to always keep moving forward. My favorite part of practice is probably just being out with my best friends, you know what I mean? Like, I've known all these boys for a decade now. They're all my best friends, so even though the running sucks, the cardio sucks, the hot practices suck, I'm with my boys every day for hours a day. My best friends, it's amazing. It's a great experience.
It's also very new for the coaching staff, going from relying on some of your seniors to drawing new plays for your current team.
We've got a whole new group of guys that you're building relationships with. And when we look back after this season, we'll feel the same way, right? And the community doesn't know the names yet of who the stars will be as you're kind of young into a season. But who is the next Bo Harlan, and who is the next Chase McGee, and who is the next Good, and those guys that Palomo that played for us and stuff. And so that's an exciting part. It's hard because Coach Kilty and I talked about this. Even as a play caller, right? I do most of the offensive stuff, he does the defensive stuff, and you start calling the game for those guys. And then you're like, oh, Luke Webb's not here. So-and-so's not here. Like, how do we call it for the new guys, right? Like, Chase McGee's not here. Like, what does this quarterback do well? What does this O-line do well? What does this kicker do well?
And Thor is making sure everyone understands the opportunity they are living.
Take every game like it's your last. You get out here at practice, take practice seriously. That's really actually a number one thing right there. You want to take practice seriously. You look at practice, and nobody really wants to practice a lot, but it's the guys who do practice, the guys who work on themselves every practice. By the time they get older, they start finding opportunities to get out on the field. They start playing a lot more, and that's how you create your best version of yourself.
Others like Tyson, they have one more season to ball out and try to demonstrate they can play at the next level.
This is my last chance, and this is my last ride, so I came to a place where I thought I'd have my best chance, because once I met Matheson, I know he knows his stuff, and he definitely does after playing with him for this long. So I thought this was my best opportunity over here. And honestly, my goal here is to lead these guys to a state championship. Whatever we can do, we're going to get as far as we can, and along the way, hopefully get some really good film going, send it out to coaches, and I have the help of my friend Taylor Barton. So we're gonna try to get as much exposure as I can get, and get out there and hopefully get any offers I can get. I'm not picky at all. Wherever is best for me to play, I'm play there. I'm gonna give you my all. So honestly, my goal is to get some film, and whoever shows interest, then I'm rocking with them.
This team has the pieces, the leadership, and the talent. They've already learned what losing feels like. Now, they're chasing the feeling of something bigger. And this time, they are aiming to finish the story.
And coming up after the break and Beyond the End Zone, I sit down with the head man in charge, Adam Matheson, to discuss his team after the break. Stay tuned. Camas Papermakers, baby. We back in it, and you already know who I'm with. Adam Matheson, second season at the helm for the Camas Papermakers, 15 seasons at Mountain View besides that. Coach, let's talk a little football, baby. We in 2025. 2025 is a totally different beast, but coming off your first season with them, got into the state championship, you know what Camas was, but did you know what you were kind of coming into?
Yeah, when you spend 15 years in Southwest Washington, and actually I was at Ferndale High School in the early 2000s, and so we played a playoff game with Bob Holman back in 03 up in Ferndale, and Coach Holman was kind of getting things rolling after Camas had not been, what Camas has been the last 2 decades. So Coach Holman kind of started that, and Coach Eagle obviously came in, took it to another level, and then Coach Hathaway a couple of years maintained that and stuff. So, when I got here, the first thing, truthfully, is, you don't want to mess it up. But, you reach out to people quickly like a John Eagle and go, okay, what were the things that you did that made Camas Camas? Things aren't broken here. What can I potentially observe, see? What can I live with? What do I like? And then how do I put maybe my personal spin on it from experience to maybe try to elevate it? But it was really key to listen first, right? There's a Bible verse, be quick to listen, slow to speak, right? And there's just an element there of like, hey, what are we getting ourselves into here?
You come to a community like Camas. It's kind of similar to where Coach Eagle is retiring at now in West Lynn. They love their own.
Yes.
Talk about this Camas community, because I came here in 2023. I didn't get a chance to really get in deep here to know it, but it seems from when you first was interviewed to now, this community is all about this team.
Yeah, it's special, and it's special for the young men. I think, Jake Davidson made a comment last year, right? He's the Gatorade Player of the Year and our quarterback last year, and he says, Coach, I don't know if I'll ever be this famous again. And you laugh at comments like that, but it's true. Like, the kids are celebrities in town, and you want that. You want that energy, right? You want to entertain. College football more than high school football, but my friends that coach in college are like, hey, we're in the entertainment business. And to a degree, you are. On Friday night in Camas, the town shuts down, right? And there's there's 3, 4, 5, 6,000 people that show up to watch these young men perform, and we take that seriously. They take that seriously, and we want to be great in the classroom, and we want to be great in all our endeavors. But we take playing football really seriously. And I mean, these kids, they show up to 0 hour at 7 in the morning for our weight training class. They go to school all day, and then we're in meetings after school at 3:15, and we practice 4 to 6:30. So these kids are 7 to 7. Monday through Friday.
Right.
We'll give them a little time on the weekends and stuff to kind of relax and watch film and stuff. But it's a lot that they put in, but the community loves it, and we enjoy doing it for the community. I mean, there's nothing like Doc Harris on a Friday. There's really not. It might be as close in Southwest Washington, Northwest. It'd be hard pressed to find a place that didn't compare to Texas the way Doc Harris does.
Let's go. No, I want to see it again. We gotta find. Run it again. Give me a different read. You're like, hey, are we good? And then you can, in here, you're position blocking. You're back blocking the 3. You're pull checking B to C. Okay, here we go. Get a break. That's good session.
The intensity of high school football sometimes doesn't really relish to the folks.
Yeah.
They see it on the Friday nights, but
Yeah.
the intensity starts here in practice.
Yeah.
And I mean, you were intense from day one to now. So I mean, it's good intensity. It's all good intensity.
Oh, I try to watch like Pete Carroll videos to see if I could have like more joy in my life or something like that, right? Because I marvel at like how he's always relaxed and whatnot. But I'm not comparing myself to any of those guys. But like I'm wired, like I'm a perfectionist. I'm wired a little tight from that standpoint. You want things done a certain way. And the one thing I've always heard about coaching is got to be yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Like Coach Eagle's a great coach. I can't be Coach Eagle. I can't be Coach Hathaway. I've got to be me. And now I might coach Camas even differently than I coach Mountain View. I might coach Mountain View different than I coached Ferndale, right, and stuff. But like I am who I am by nature, and I'm a pretty intense person. And I like football teams that play fast, physical, and free. And so you try to get them in practice to play fast, physical, and free, so that Friday night they get to do those things.
We got one more dance together. One more dance. Let's go. I love you guys. I'm proud of you.
Your first year, you went to the championship.
Yep.
I don't even want to ask you, but I'm going to ask
Yeah.
you, how in the world do you follow that up?
And it's a good question. Each year is its own, and I think the perspective is, those are special kids. Like, they really were. But we've got a whole new group of guys that you're building relationships with. We want to develop kids on the football field at the freshman level and JV level, and then on Friday night, the goal is to win. That's why they keep score, and that's why we work so hard. We're not in the football business, we're in the kid business. Now, we love football, but make no mistake, we're in the kid business. And so you build the relationships with the kids, and we coach football hard, just like you hope the math teacher teaches math hard from that standpoint. But the relationships are everything. And I believe if you get up every day and you love your teammates and you prepare hard and then you go out and compete, the rest takes care of itself.
Adam Matheson, second season at the helm for the Camas Papermakers, and he's looking to continue with the success in this new team. Comes new challenges, and we're going to be able to see that throughout the entire season. Coach, I appreciate you so much.
Appreciate you, brother, very much.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
God bless.
Thank you. God bless you. Appreciate you.